So of the three stages of development, we see pre-drilling, drilling, and production phases. And you'll see that there's a lot within here. But in average, what we'll see is a typical duration of one well, the development of, is 7 to 27 years.
Just going to interrupt Eric there. We just heard a weird beep on our side. Is everybody still hearing us now?
Yeah, we're still here, Thor.
Okay, good.
Very good, very good. No, thanks, Troy. I did hear that as well. So just looking at the three stages again, what we've identified in terms of an overall one well model, that we'll see that a typical duration is 7 to 27 years. And the average development cost is anywhere from $11 to $15 million. So within the 6 stages of the life cycle, we've identified from left to right, you'll see at second tiers that the first phase is to identify the gas resource, and then the corresponding core activities you can see that fall below that. Going along within this life cycle, we also identified that there's site planning and preparation phases and activities. Moving in through drilling, casing, and cementation, completion and stimulation, into the production stage, which is your commercial recovery and end-of-life services that are there. So as you'll see here, there's a lot of detail. We'll go into the next slide that kind of breaks this down into bite-sized chunks, into better blocks. So maybe if we can move to the next slide on slide 7, you'll see that in terms of the pre-drilling stage, we've gone a little deeper to identify the phases that occur within this stage. So in this case, identify gas resource and site planning. And then the details that we've assessed within that are below. But I think the next slide can give a better view of the detail that we did cover. So if we want to go to slide 8, you'll see that specifically for the identifying the gas resource phase, so one of the first phases, the types of activities that we see that we've identified here, you'll see the core activities. So the main block here is evaluating the supply chain activities that occur. And they're evaluated by key criteria. One is obviously the typical duration that you'll see, development costs that occur within that phase, workforce requirements in terms of high-skilled and medium-skilled requirements, and then a lot of the key inputs that do occur by each phase. And that was the approach that we took to the study across the 3 stages and throughout the life cycle of shale gas. So phases really reflect the same methodology that you'll see across drilling, and the next phase is into production. So we cover all the phases, so that's on slide 10 that you'll see that. So moving through the 3 stages, that was the framework that we applied to kind of identify those core activities, development costs, and typical durations that you would see throughout the shale gas life cycle. So we can move into the next section, which is talking about the core activity assessment. Thor, you want to move into that piece there?
Sure. Just from a cadence standpoint, Susan, is this going a little too quickly, or are we, is this a good pace for everybody to get some sense of the slides?
I'm getting thumbs up in the room. You're moving at an understandable pace. Keep it up.
So we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we did then, once we understood which activities occurred at which points in time and their related costs, we wanted to understand the nature of these activities. These activities we broke into what the core activity assessment. What we really wanted to do, you'll see the